Love.
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 Sex.
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 Damnation.
Dance.
Dhamaka.
Danger. Darkness. दिमाग खराब है.
Tishkow.
दारू.
Desperados.
Destruction.
This is the LSDcast, India's first podcast about love, sex, and dating.
Well, hello and welcome once again to another episode of LSD with your hosts. That is Rogue and Prem saying hi to you all. Rogue, how you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself, Prem?
Not too bad. It's just been raining like crazy in Los Angeles, and
Oh, finally, right?
yeah, it's been in the news everywhere. I can pretty much say that it's safe to say that the drought is officially over.
Yeah.
Because it has rained this season more than it's rained in the last 12 years. So it's been pretty intense. But what's really funny is that the amount that it's rained here, it throws people in such a tizzy. They get so confused. They become bad drivers automatically. They don't know how to handle their vehicles. And
Oh, it's just like Delhi.
it is like Delhi, but it's, I come from a city like Bombay where it rains for like 3 months like that. So for me, I'm like laughing at people when I see the confusion.
Everybody, he's laughing, okay? He's not laughing. Just pay attention here to my little brother's accent.
Fine. I laugh.
No, it's... So, if you guys are catching us for the first time, this is your first insight into the LSD cast. Please know that we don't talk about traffic and rain all the time. We talk about love, sex, and dating, but we also, of course, talk about our lives. Because Prem and I are brother and sister, and we talk all the time anyway, but we can't help it. We just end up chatting about life in general, even when you are listening.
Exactly. That's what we do. But that's what makes this show so unique, because we are siblings who have had very similar upbringings, but very different experiences and outlooks to life. And we are here to bring you insight into 3 of the most important and favorite subjects known to man and woman.
And whatever you identify as.
And that also called love, sex, and dating.
Right. So this week we are talking about apologies.
Say you're sorry.
It's sorry, but sorry is the hardest word. Everybody's written songs about this.
It is. And that's exactly what we're going to be discussing. How difficult or easy is it to say the word sorry?
And we were also discussing how both of us are really, sadly, Beliebers. We don't want to be, but we just end up liking Justin Bieber's stupid songs. So
We're going to, Rogue, take it away. Let's hear it. I wonder which song you're talking about.
no.
Come on, it's on the tip of your tongue.
It's in my head. It's been in my head since we decided we're going to take this question from our listener. It's unbelievable. Believable. It just sits in your head. He is a catchy boy.
Oh, Justin.
Yeah,
Super talented, though. Super talented.
unfortunately. I really don't want to like him. But
So what is that song, by the way? Apologize.
no.
Sing it to me, baby. Sing it to me.
I've got a cough.
Say it. Sing it. Don't be shy. Come on.
And I really do have a cough. But the song is sorry, obviously. Not apologize. That's Justin Timberlake. Is it too late to apologize?
No, it's not Justin Timberlake.
It's Timberland and Timberlake. No,
Too
you're
late to
right. It's
apologize.
One Direction and Timberland, not Timberlake. Yes, all right.
See, I knew it.
Fair enough. So lots and lots of sorry songs in the world. And it's a favorite subject because it is a tough one. We all know it. Sorry does seem to be the hardest word. It's sad.
Yes, it is.
So sad. Yes, I can't do the falsetto. I've really got a sore throat.
Yeah, but Rogue is actually a very gifted singer. She underplays it, but she's super talented. I cannot sing. I mean, I know I have a thick voice, but my only talent with singing is that if I was in a room filled with people and I was supposed to sing, I would empty that room out in 5 minutes. That is my talent with singing.
So funny. So Prem has this great story where somebody asked him about Bollywood actors and how well they sing. And Prem had to totally burst their bubble and say, no, they're all lip syncing. It's a whole industry in itself. Those people.
Yeah, and the lady had her mouth open and she could not understand what I was saying. Like, she couldn't believe it.
Playback singers. We have playback singers.
She was definitely not a believer that day.
All right. Is it too late now to say sorry? We don't know.
Yeah, but if you take a quick break and come back, then we might.
Hi, this is Michael Burns from Tall Tales Takeaway, India's first storytelling podcast where we feature true stories by people just like you. Find us anywhere where podcasts are found.
And we're back.
Yes, we are.
We're so sorry we left you for this teensy-weensy break.
I know, I hope you didn't miss us too much, but now that we're back, we should get on with our question of the day.
Love.
And danger.
So, we have Madhuri who writes in saying that my boyfriend does not apologize to me at all, even when he's done something wrong. And I brought this up with a couple of my girlfriends, and they said that it's a very normal thing.
Normal thing.
Yeah, and so she writes in saying, what the fuck? Is like, why should I just suck it up and accept this? Like, what is the reason why he cannot apologize? So, well. Welcome to the man's world.
So, Prem, do you really think this is a man's problem? Like, do you think this is a gender thing?
You know, I would say it is. It's definitely a gender thing, but I also feel that it has a lot to do with your upbringing, like what you see in your household when you're growing up. For example, you see the male dominating personality, which is usually your father. So, as you know, in the Indian family setup, it's the patriarch figure taken on by the father, where he is the breadwinner, he's the provider, and I feel more often than not, when you grew up in those circumstances where the male figure would not apologize or admit to any kind of mistakes because it makes him a lesser man. I feel like when you're so used to watching something like that, it kind of gets imbibed within you, and then you don't know any better, and that's how you are pretty much conditioned. So I really feel like it's a very male issue, like just with the men.
But are you excusing it? Like you're saying that because you're conditioned that way, or boys tend to be, it's okay?
So there are two ways to look at it, and I wouldn't 100% agree, but I would say that, Madhuri, it depends. Like if you know this about your significant other, your man, that he is not good with apologies, then it's something that you might be able to accept and look beyond, because there's another theory. Maybe not apologizing makes him even more ambitious, focused as a person. And what I mean by that is that it keeps his confidence and pride very much up there, because he doesn't have to lessen or feel like he's lowering himself by apologizing. Now, that's just one way to look at it.
Right. So, Prem, I heard you out, and I think you're being very charitable, which is very nice of you. But that doesn't take away from the fact that some people, when you're arguing and you've made a point, you want to actually have some affirmation, and you want somebody to back down and say that they were wrong and that they are sorry for having argued with you, or that they are gracefully allowing you to, or ceding the point to you. So my question to Madhuri would actually be whether she's looking for closure, like if she's just hung up on the apology as a word, or whether he's just an asshole. Because there is a difference between somebody who's got so much tied up with their ego, or like they've, taken on all this stuff, like you were saying, about shame or confidence or esteem, and made it about that, and therefore they can't say the words, but then they make up for it by being nice or doing something, or maybe minimizing it. Like in our family, our father used to not apologize, right? That's what...
Yeah, he used to just like say, oh, koi nahi, acha ho jata hai, okay. Like he'll never say that, okay, I fucked up, I'm sorry. Yeah, that never happened.
Right. And I'm sure it bothered our mother, but at some point she just learned to deal with it because he made up for it in other ways.
Right.
Right. So only you can decide whether this partner of yours is making up for it and you can let it go, or whether it's like a consistent assholey behavior where...
True, but Madhuri is just generalized stuff right now. You see, because she mentions that she talked to some of her friends, and the response was, oh, this is such a dumb thing, it's so normal.
Yeah, common.
And they basically told her that it's okay, just accept it. So she's not okay with that. So I was trying to give a reason as to like why he would not apologize, like actually breaking it down. But then, of course, you bring up this point where she is hurt about it, but we don't know whether she just wants these words because it's her pride on the line, and she's like, how can you not apologize to me? It's the fundamental issue of it all, and all those things. So we don't know the extent of what exactly is transpiring between the two of them.
Yeah.
And Rogue, we always get people who write to us and we just get this angry side. Like, we don't know the other side. Tali jo hai, wo hamesha do haathon se bajti hai, but we always get this one hand tali. And we're supposed to sit and decipher everything.
Well, that's the nature of the show, man. We can't have both parties come on. We're not that kind of a podcast. Although we're happy to. Hey, you guys, you want us to do couples counseling with many, many caveats? We can try it. No problem.
Yes, exactly.
But anyway, coming back to apologizing. So what do you say? Is it a big problem?
So it can be a problem. For example, if Madhuri is written to us where she's pissed. Now, she doesn't clear this, and then it like adds up upon issue after issue, then yes, it'll be a problem. But if she is just venting and she's forgotten about it till the next time something happens, then it's workable. But if she's going to hold a grudge and it's going to be something that's going to be built up, then it's toxic. Then, of course, then she needs to address it and I don't know, maybe sit him down. But it's not easy because you see, this is like something you've grown up with. You can't just suddenly like snap your finger and expect the person to say, okay, so if you're not happy with this, so next time I do something, I'll apologize right away.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Exactly. And only you can decide if this is a deal breaker. So maybe the thing to do, if it's still bothering you, is talk to your partner when you're not angry, both of you. And you're not fighting or you're not holding something against the other person, either the fact that you need to apologize or you're waiting for an apology. And just say, it really, really bothers me that you don't ever admit that you were wrong or never say that you were sorry. And maybe you can have a constructive dialogue where they can say, oh, but I show you I love you in different ways. Or they can just say, well, I'm sorry that happens.
Or you can just sing Justin Bieber's song. That's it.
There we go. But that song is really about just, getting it on. Because he's not interested in anything but her body.
But that's great. That's a great way to apologize. I'm so sorry, but just get naked and let me show you how apologetic I was. Let me make it up.
Make it up to you. All right, we'll be back after this short break, and I think we're going to talk about make-up sex.
Yes, we are.
So you already know you have to like us. No, love us. Show us your love by also sending questions and comments. Do you disagree with something we said? We want to hear from you. Go on, don't be shy.
And we're back after that wonderful break. How was it for you, Rogue?
Yippee! It's fine. You're acting as if like a post-coital cigarette is being passed around at my end.
Yeah.
There's a band called Post-Coital Cigarette.
Oh, I don't know that.
But not that I smoke, but I believe it's like the best thing ever for people who do smoke.
Oh, I see. Should check it out.
Well, it's a very Hollywood trope, isn't it? You see like the And especially in India, where they totally, the censors take out the sex scene. So you see people getting into a bedroom, and then the next shot is of them lighting a cigarette in bed, and everything that happened in between is left to your imagination.
Been censored.
Yes. So, make-up sex.
Yes, please.
What are your thoughts? Yes, please.
I think it's great. It's a great concept. And I feel like, when the emotions are heightened and it just brings out the passion with twice the intensity. So I think that's why there's so much emphasis on makeup sex for that reason itself. That it's
Yeah, I know of couples who actually totally thrive on the fighting because the making up is so good. I mean, it's a cycle they're totally in.
Yeah, I believe that.
Like they fight viciously, and then they'll like fall into bed with each other, and then they're like, "Oh yeah,
And
worked all of that out of our systems."
because there's like that release that happens after that. So it's one of those things, like you. So the more the build up, the better the release. So that's why there's. I believe in it. It's good. It's healthy.
Yeah, like a pressure cooker effect.
Yeah, you pretty much like blow your lid, but in a sexual way.
Yeah, and I guess that's the healthiest explosion you could
Absolutely
imagine, right? Like there are other things people do to act out, and they're bad for everybody. And so this is probably the way we condone. Prem and Rogue are all for makeup sex. Do it.
Yes, we are. It actually makes me think about people who make up and break up, and then they make up and break up. I think that's why they do it, because it's you only know what you have once you lose it, and I think you kind of like get off on that high when you get it back, and you get bored of it, so you lose it again, and then it's pretty crazy. But so human beings do. They are a crazy species. Yes.
Yeah, I think we're all like a little fucked up that way, addicted to drama and getting off on it. So makeup, break up, makeup, or fight and makeup. I think fighting and making up slightly healthier, because getting caught up in that drama of breaking up, it's not healthy. But we're all flawed and crazy and insecure. So.
Exactly. But it's important to somewhere find the balance. And if you can't do that, just listen to some Justin Bieber.
No, I was... What? No. Listen to us. Listen to the LSDcast. Don't listen to Justin Bieber. What the hell? Go back, listen to our past catalog. We've got answers for you. And we've got more questions coming up. What are we talking about in the next episode? Prem?
We are going to talk about fighting and different methods that people use, better known as psychological warfare.
Ooh, I think we should totally put out a playlist for our listeners, because that makes me think of the John Mayer song, Heartbreak Warfare.
Yeah, oh my God, I love that song. Absolutely love that song.
It's a fantastic song.
Oh, yeah.
And I have listened to it on repeat before when... waiting for an apology, actually, from an ex-boyfriend. Anyway, more on that in the next episode. So you guys got to come back next week.
So in the meantime, please send us your questions, any comments, any experiences that you want to share. You know where to find us. It's the LSDcast at sonologue.com. That's sonologue.com. And we look forward to hearing from you. And we will be back next week.
Until then, this is Prem and Rogue saying have a...
Bye.
sexy week.
That also.
You've been listening to the LSDcast, where it's all about love, sex, and desi dating, with your hosts, Prem and Rogue.
A Sonologue production.